Greg's in the house from Concord Food Co-op. Morning, sir.
Good morning. Good morning, New Hampshire.
Yeah, there you go. All right, you and I can take off.
Yes,
He's got it knocked. We're good. We're good. So how things going at the co-op?
Oh, unbelievable.
Crazy?
Oh, yeah. It's just this time of year is busiest season, and there's so many local gifts that you can purchase there, and people are coming in. And Wendy will show you her book shortly, but that's on sale at the Concord Food Co-op.
Oh, that's awesome. So you have tons of gift ideas that nobody even knows about because they haven't been in yet.
Wait a minute. Who do you know? That's hardcover.
Yeah.
It's not even paperback, Wendy.
Yeah, I know.
What's going on?
Paid more for that one.
Wow.
I could write in it and it wouldn't fall apart.
It's a bigger signature she gives you.
That's right. With a little heart.
So what's moving at the co-op right now?
A lot of people heading to the hot bar because they are so busy. They're
right.
They don't have the time to
They're eating
go
on the
home.
fly.
So for lunch or dinner, so they're taking advantage of that. And of course, we just got through Thanksgiving, and that was unbelievable. Very,
but
very active.
we're into entertainment time too, though. People are having people over their houses, so
yes, catering. So
Yeah.
good point. This is the catering season, and so
Is there
all
still
through,
room? Do you still have?
Oh, they do. The smaller caterings, 10, 15 people. The
okay.
luncheons at the office, and the the work parties afterwards. So
that's great.
The smaller caterings, they do those within a couple days' notice.
Do we have 10 or 15 friends?
huh?
Okay, no, I don't think so.
I'll start to count by the
Okay.
end of the show here.
Okay,
We
good.
may have 15.
Obviously, turkey for Thanksgiving is the traditional meal. Is there a traditional Christmas meal?
I think it's leans probably more towards ham or
Okay.
a roast or something.
And if you don't want to deal with that, you got tofurkeys.
Tofu.
There you go.
Tofurkeys,
That's
there you
right.
go. There you
Very
go.
good.
There you go.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's not. There's no specialty designated
Yeah,
meal
yeah.
at Christmas. It seems to vary.
All right. How's the Roundup program going?
Good question. Thank you.
Thank you. That's okay.
This month's recipient is the Pope Memorial SPCA.
That's right.
So very timely. And last month was the Concord Coalition End Homelessness. They received a check for about $3,500. The rounded up at the registered program since April has already generated $24,500 for local nonprofits.
That is unbelievable.
Congrats to the co-op.
That is great. That's
You know,
wonderful.
and I know we kid around about it every week, but that is, I mean, you're all about the community. And thank you for doing that. Otherwise, a lot of these people would not get that money.
Yeah, absolutely. It's amazing how 39 cents, 20 cents rounding up, in an organization gets a check for $3,500.
Yep.
All of next year's recipients for the rounded up at the registered program are currently on our website. If somebody wanted to see if there was one that they definitely wanted to make sure
Do
they
you
got to
know?
the.
Of course you do. Who's January?
NAMI, New Hampshire.
Nice.
Is in
the Mental,
National Alliance for
Against
Mental Illness.
Yep.
Yes.
Great people.
Yep. Yeah.
Great people.
So they are January's recipient.
That's awesome.
Excellent.
That's excellent. And based on customers' votes.
Yes, it was in August. Every time you purchased at the co-op, you were allowed to vote. So there was a list of approximately 60 nominated nonprofits, and 12 the 12 with the most votes are the 12 months of next year.
That's great.
Wow.
That's awesome.
That is wonderful. So have you started your song and dance routine for the next year's challenge show yet? You working on that?
Well, the date's already set.
I know it is.
That's a good start.
And so I haven't really gotten taken a little bit of a break, but the first emails will start going out to sponsorship is the first thing.
If you're looking for something, let's
sponsorship, I just said.
No. Your routine. I'm thinking the Peter Boyle, Gene Wilder bit out of Young Frankenstein.
Put it on the
Put it on the Ritz.
That'd be perfect. That'd be awesome.
Well, you two have got plenty of time to work on your ad. I'm anxious to see what you're going to do.
Oh, I've got the Peter Boyle part down really well.
All right, I'll be Gene Wilder.
Wow.
I can do that.
So what are we going to chat about today?
Well, it's traveling with Fido, so it's interesting that Sam signed up to be part of this conversation as a chiropractor. But recently when I was in Sam's office for an adjustment, there was a big dog in there. And I'm believing.
Did it work?
Pardon me?
The adjustment.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay,
I haven't been back in a while.
Well, I wanted to plug for Sam.
There you go.
Absolutely. That's the good news.
Yeah.
But there was a big dog in the waiting room, and I believe it probably is one of his clients. So I'm thinking Sam does have some chiropractics and Fido and
Some sort of canine connection. Yes.
That was my pet. actually.
Oh,
And,
not a client.
No, and
What kind of dog is it, Sam?
a chocolate lab.
Great dog.
Love our
Yeah.
child.
And-
I had a chocolate lab.
To make it better, she's an old chocolate lab. She's 10, and old dogs are the best.
Yep, yeah, they are.
And she actually was going to come with me today, but I didn't get permission in advance to bring her into the studio, so I left her home.
Oh, hell. No, bring her in. That's fine.
Anytime.
Okay.
There's your permission.
Yeah, see, I've got 2 yellows. My oldest is 11.
Yeah.
But I had one that lived to 15. So
Our last chocolate lab was that old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
That's
but
awesome.
every day is a joy, whether it's 8 years, 9 years, 2 years, 15. They're your dogs. You
Right.
know, enjoy every day with them.
Right, and I travel with her a lot. When I saw the topic being traveling with Fido, I thought, I've had some experience with that. Let's see what we can share.
That's awesome.
Can you do chiropractic with a dog?
Oh, you can do chiropractic, Peter, with any vertebrate, any animal that
It
has a
would make
spinal column.
sense, yeah.
Yes.
But, I mean, is their configuration the same as ours so that you know which to release? And
It takes some study. It takes some familiarity and background. And, of course, animals are better in this way because they can tell you very well, like, where the issue is just by observing them and observing their movement.
No, I would have thought it was the opposite, that you were more limited.
Well, with humans, they have pain, and they can tell you where that pain is and where it's coming from. But a big part of our diagnostics is always palpation and visual assessment.
Explain palpation.
Feeling with my hands.
Oh, okay.
Chiropractic is old time.
Sure,
We work with our hands.
Tactile.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, got it.
And you can do the same with any vertebrate, like I said.
Huh.
And when you find that right spot that needs some attention, there's that familiar from the dog that says this is where we can use it.
Wow, now, Wendy, do you?
It's really cool to hear that because the animals, they tell you what they're feeling. People, we're swayed by diagnostics. We get those radiographs and there's like pathology. And so you figure, oh, well, that's where the problem is. And it isn't always. You can have the same radiograph problem in one person and the same one in 2 different people, and they have completely different pain. And they probably need different kind of manipulations. Now, the animals really benefit from chiropractic help.
And that voice belongs to Dr. Wendy Jensen, house call veterinarian who has practiced homeopathy for the past 25 years. She's also an author of the book. Hold the book up to camera 2. There you go. The Practical Handbook of Veterinary Homeopathy, Healing Our Companion Animals from the Inside Out, which both introduces veterinarians to the topic and also enables animal lovers to take full advantage of their homeopathic veterinary care. And the other voice was Dr. Sam Sanzone, who still considers himself extremely blessed to be able to touch people and assist them with their wellness goals through chiropractic. After 25 years, you've been doing this, Sam?
26.
26, wow.
Yeah.
You look like you're about 30. One of the greatest rewards is having the opportunity to teach folks how their body works and how to listen and properly interpret the signals. And that's probably a big thing. Okay, I hear my body, ouch, ouch, ouch. But I'm not interpreting. Or wait a minute, I'll self-diagnose online. That takes...
Dr. Google.
All of a sudden I look going, oh my God, I got that and that and that and that, scarlet fever. You get to the point where all that stuff applies to me. Oh my God.
Well, Peter, even if you don't go as far as trying to self-diagnose yourself online, just sit in front of a television for half an hour, and every ailment you could possibly conceive of, they're going to give you the solution. And by now, I think we're starting to open our eyes to the fact that our health doesn't come from the outside.
Right.
It just leads to more side effects. It leads to more breakdown of the human condition and a body's ability to heal itself.
See, I've always objected to the online med ads because I'm not going to the doctor going, write a script. I want this. That's not my job.
Right.
Your job is to tell me. So for me to go in and say, oh, yeah, the one with the old guy's running down the beach with the lab, I want that drug.
I know.
I'm sorry. To me, that's just out of place. So I ignore those ads. Unless I listen to them, possible side effects include everything but death.
I know.
I'm like, okay, fine, all set, thank you. But that's scary.
So this is the travel season, and I think everybody is so many people want to travel with their pets. Even if it's visiting, my family is like, oh, can I bring my dogs? And there's short distances, but then people also drive into Florida for the season.
Sure.
So I think I'm looking forward to this because I think there's probably different tips traveling with Fido for the distance. Yes, or is it? Or I'm interested to hear what you have to say.
Well, definitely you want to plan ahead. Of course, the first thing that I like to say as a homeopath, and I work with the entire animal, mental, physical, emotional, is visualize what you're about to be doing. So they see the bags come out, it's already too late. Oh no, you have a nervous one.
Yeah.
So visualize the trip, that you're happy, excited feelings, that they're included. Picture them in the car, sleeping in their nice mat. Anything that you can do to pass on the good things about the trip and that they're part of it. So that's one thing
Does the
that
food
the vet may not
change?
tell you, the regular vet.
When I'm feeding,
No, bring the food along.
the same,
Yeah.
so I'm keeping
Familiar
everything.
things,
Okay,
right.
That's important.
Try and keep the same schedule
Yep,
if you
okay.
can. Sam's going to talk about getting them in the car. Sometimes that's the first thing that's hard for an older animal. So he can tell us about that, which personal experience, which is great. But just treat it as a very positive thing. In a long car trip, you might consider a harness. They have those for dogs now. It's like a safety belt. Not every dog will handle that, but it's just something to think about. They're not going to fly into the front,
Right.
end up with an accident. Just
Correct.
some practical concerns. Get out of the car about every 90 minutes, a nice walk. Have that leash on before you open the door. You're in a very strange place.
Right.
And then when you're there in a new place, have familiar food with you. Introduce everybody slowly. Depends on your animal. Maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe they're a little scared. Be sure they have their safe spot to go to.
Right.
Introduce children. Tell them how to handle being around an animal. So just familiarity and plan ahead.
And you got to get that safe spot set up almost as soon as you arrive because
Yes.
it's a strange place.
Exactly.
Whether you're staying, wherever you're staying, it's a strange place to the dog.
And
Right.
please, if you are the house that people are coming to, don't be charging up to the dog.
Right.
Just whoa, because now the dog's freaked out. New place, new smells, and somebody's rushing them. Don't be doing that.
Right.
That's always been my experience. Let the dog come to you.
Remember, the way they communicate is through smells. So they're taking information in already. They
Yeah.
don't
Right.
need you in their face quite yet. They'll often come to you when they're ready. Most
Why
dogs
do
and
why do
cats will.
dogs like to hang out the window when I'm driving?
Smells?
Is that it?
Oh, can you imagine
Well,
the cornucopia
But
of
see,
information?
I get the smells when I'm on a back road and I'm doing 15. When I'm doing 75, I'm not seeing a lot of smells there.
Yes, I know.
Well, I'm
but
not a
Gunner's
dog.
still
but
hanging out the window.
I know.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
what are you getting
And
out there?
I'm never drawn to put my head out the window at 65 miles an hour. I know.
Hey, I saw a cat once that rode a motorcycle and he had a little helmet on. Very front, right there, they had a
Really?
carpet. So there's something about that air going
I
by they
guess.
must really like. I don't know.
Wow.
Any suggestions for people that are having individuals come over that are bringing their Fido with them? I again had some mice traps in my basement, and the dogs were I forgot that I had mice
Oh,
traps
you have
in
to
my basement.
dog-proof the house.
Oh, I know.
That's true.
It's I just forgot all about they were down there.
And they
ask
found
the
them
person,
right away. Yeah.
Yeah, ask them what it's okay for treats. People like to give them treats, and that's often a big problem during holiday times. Poinsettias are very poisonous, so those kinds of flowers need to be taken out of the house.
Yeah.
But basically, ask them, what's best, what helps make Fido comfortable in your home.
If I'm going to a house and I bring my dog, I'm going to Sam's house. Sam's got a dog. Is there an interdog thing where mine comes in, smells his, and wants to leave his calling card on the rug or on the floor to say, no, I'm the big dog. Is there that going on?
There can be. It depends on the dog.
How do I get around that?
The best introduction is outside.
Yep.
Okay.
So that they can use their normal behaviors to mark and then once they're doing okay outside, and I would have it on leash at first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now some dogs are more aggressive on leash, so you have to know your own dog. But nevertheless, you're in charge when you have that leash. in
That's
case
the
something
embarrassing
happens.
when one of my dogs leaves a little puddle, and I'm like, oh man, that's the last thing you want on holiday visiting. It's like, I'm just, oh my God. And they're, no, it's no problem. It's a doghouse.
If they have dogs,
I
they
still
understand.
feel bad.
Yeah,
So,
I know.
Have your towel, but the introductions outside help.
Outside,
with
makes
that.
sense.
Yeah, just
Hadn't
a few
thought about
minutes.
that. How long?
Just for a few minutes.
Oh, okay.
You don't have to stand there in the cold.
That's all. Yeah, that's all you'll need
Okay.
for the dogs.
Wow. All right. We've got 8:49.
Perfect.
We have to take a quick break because if we do it now, we'll actually have time. We won't run out of time at the end.
That'll be perfect.
Perfect. There you go. Wendy, Sam, and Greg. Sounds like a law firm. Right after this. Wendy Jensen, Sam Sanzone, Doctor.
Give me the news.
I got a bad case of loving you, Robert
Thank you.
Palmer. Thank you. Okay, good.
See,
See, this is the way our mind works.
Yes,
all right?
it is. And sadly, they connect.
We had a little coup d'etat during the break. Greg's no longer here.
An
He was
uprising.
ousted.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Would you enter and sign in, please? You are.
Oh, Leslie from the co-op.
See, I know that. I know. Hi, Leslie.
Greg got tired of talking, I think. Never.
Wow. Okay. But I noticed you just waved your hand and boom, he's gone. I'm like, wow. That's power, Leslie.
We're just excited because we have so many local products, and a lot of my, as you know,
Right.
demo programs are focused on themes. And so this month, the week of the 16th through Christmas, until Christmas, we'll be doing a bunch of wine, foods, and focusing on local, which is fun.
Awesome.
Is that like all hours or just certain hours?
Well, actually, it usually varies, but leading up to Christmas, it'll be 4 to 6.
Okay.
So,
That's
yeah,
stopping
and it's
by
on our
after work kind of
website.
thing. Yep.
Yeah, if it's on our website, if you want to check, just because it can, depending on, especially our wine.
So are we
reps.
talking just wines or pairings? Or what
We're
are we
doing
doing?
pairing.
Okay, good.
Usually it's one or the other, but we coordinated our schedules. So we have reps that come in from the wine vendors, and then I'll have some yummy snacks to go with.
Is it a faux pas if I don't have red wine? I only have white wine at Christmas. I mean, are there things?
I think that's really gone
Is it?
by the wayside. You can just have whatever you want. I mean, unless you're dining with a
So I don't have to wear
sommelier.
winter white anymore.
Yeah.
After Labor Day.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's just who I hang out with. We just
Yeah.
Yeah, it's whatever. What do you got?
Yeah.
Okay, great, beautiful.
I
As long as we're hanging
I
together,
know,
that's all that
I know.
matters.
See, I'm not a wine. I'm not really a wine guy. Well, okay. Screw cap or cork. That's about the extent of my knowledge. All right, but I mean, I don't know. Is there holiday? Should I have a Shiraz? Should I have a Chardonnay, a Merlot? I don't know. I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Some people go to the route of mead. Like that's a big popular
okay.
thing
Yes,
now.
it
We have a lot of
is.
local
Yes, it is. Little
mead
honey,
meaderies, which there's a couple in New Hampshire. So that's like, and it's not always sweet. I thought it was always sweet, but it's not.
No,
honey
it's not
based
always.
wine. So you can. It's really.
So
It's unique.
You can
Freedom.
steer us, so I can look.
It's
like
live
wicked
live
smart.
free. You can just have
Okay.
whatever kinds of wines or meads or beers.
But
that
And
you
you'll be
want.
okay.
But if I come to the co-op, I can ask you about stuff,
Sure.
so I can say,
Yeah.
I don't know, honey. Leslie told me.
Yeah.
Well,
This is
between
the way to go.
myself and our wine buyer, yes, we have
Yes.
quite a lot of knowledge. But most dogs probably shouldn't drink wine.
No wine for dogs.
I think
No,
that's a good
back
rule.
to-
I think it's a good rule.
Traveling.
It's not
Especially
funny,
if they're
it's
going to
not
visit
good.
guests.
Yes.
Now, I have
No,
I have
it's
seen
very-
dogs
very
drink
bad.
beer. Is that
It's
not
still
good
not
either?
a good idea.
Okay.
No.
No, the alcohol just gets their liver. There's no reason to be giving them that.
No.
But it looks
Even if
fun
they
on
like it.
video. I mean, that's
No,
I see people
there
do
you
it.
go.
That's what it is.
I
That's
know.
what it is.
I know.
So if your dog does have too much beer or wine and you need to get them into the car because they can't get in by themselves, this is something that
there you
Dr.
go.
Sam really
There you
wanted.
go.
He has some good advice.
Well, yes, my dog loves to go for a ride, and she's always loved to go for a ride, but now she's getting a little older.
She can't hop up.
She
into the-
can't hop up into
Okay,
the truck.
okay.
And
we-
she's like 75 to 90 pounds in there,
She's
right?
80 pounds.
She's 80
Okay.
pounds. Yep.
And we tried to go the ramp route, but
Yeah.
she gets really kind of anxious around the ramp. So I found this really nice harness that it goes around. Her front paws go through, and it covers her whole belly, and it has a handle on the top, and it makes it very easy to lift her up and just up into the seat. And I found it makes it much easier for us to travel, and I figured that was a nice specialty product that I was able to find. But the same thing could probably be done with like a large towel wrapped around the torso of the dog and just lift them right up.
See, I always feel that I'm hurting them somehow. I like when they get their paws because then I can pick up the butt, the haunch, and help them in.
Sure.
But when I'm doing the ribs and the belly, I always feel like I'm doing something wrong.
The nice thing about this harness, it covers like all of the ribs, and the handle, it just allows you to get like the rump with your free hand and lift her right up. It worked really, really smooth. And she doesn't mind having that on. I think having something close around her is almost like that, what do they call it? A thunder shirt. Thunder shirt.
Yes.
A thunder shirt?
Yeah. If
you haven't heard of that?
Get anxious because of loud noises
or
thunder.
God, yeah, mine dive under the desk.
It compresses her.
Yeah.
I have to pick her tail up to vacuum because she doesn't mind loud noises,
Wow.
So
we're out of time?
We're out of time.
Wow.
I don't control the orchestra.
Wendy, where can people get your book?
Oh, my book is available on Amazon and also Black Rose Writing.
Is it top 10 Amazon yet?
And the Concord Food Co-op. Hello.
No, but at the publisher, it's bestseller.
Check it
and
out.
at the co-op.
Yes, we do have
right.
it there.
Thank you
There
very much.
you go. There was the plug I was looking for. Leslie, Dr. Wendy Jensen, Dr. Sam Sanzone, Traveling with Fido. Thank you.
In the mood for real food, it's Concord Food Co-op.